morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy May. I hope everybody is having a great morning. Cheers to Watermelon Hydrate and Pineapple Active. I did my own science experiment and I have an allergy to pineapple things. And the first few times I drank it, I didn't feel so good, but I've been just doing a little teeny bit every day and building up a tolerance. And now I'm doing great and I'm so excited because it's an amazing, amazing combination. So I have a quick brain dump. I've been carrying these two note cards around. And April was an incredible month for our company. Lots of growth, lots of exciting things. I love seeing people succeed. I love seeing rank ups. I love seeing people win. A lot of you have some amazing things going on. And I've been really, really thinking about, okay, what's working for people and what's something that all of us can maybe evaluate and then take action with. And so I just jotted down, I listened to two podcasts this morning on my walk. And so I just did this quick brain dump. So I'm going to do a quick brain dump for you. And then I'm going to give you some examples of what taking action looks like, because that's one of the points on here. So shout out and congrats to any win. I want you guys to just get in the mindset of 3 things you're grateful for. Me, it's Monday morning. I think I have 17 pair of black yoga pants, and I just pick which black yoga pants I'm going to wear on any given day because I get to work from home and walk from my bedroom to my office, and this is what I get to do. And I'm so grateful that I stayed up late doing teacher appreciation gifts, and it didn't matter because I knew I got to work from home today. Like, whatever it is, that filter, that perspective of gratitude, of I'm not as far as I want to be, but thank you for the baby step that I was able to take in April, or whatever the case might be. Celebrate the small wins, because it's those baby steps that are going to get you to the big wins. So we're going to talk about that just a little bit today. Okay, so people who are winning, successful people, ... That's kind of what we're going to jump on today as we plan, do, review, and adjust. What's working, what's not. Here's just my perspective on watching the big picture of being able to see so many leaders, so many teams who are winning, so many rank ups, all of those things. Number 1, do what you love and love what you do. When you show up with a passion for either loving to help people make money, loving to help moms earn money from home so they don't have to have their kids in daycare, whatever it is, I want you to identify, what is it that I love about showing up? Are you passionate about ingredients that matter, that are the best? Like, are you just like hardcore? I know we have something that people need. Do what you love and love what you do, because when you show up passionate and excited, loving what you do, you will be magnetic. People are going to be drawn to you, right? So I don't know about you. I want to attract high-level leaders who want to join me and say, yep, let's take the ball and run with it. That might not be everybody. That's me. So am I showing up in a passionate, positive, energetic, exciting vibe where people are like, I want what she's having, right? Now, full disclosure for me, I'm going to walk with the joy of the Lord, and the Holy Spirit's going to kick my butt quite a bit, right? So that's like step 1 for me. Step 2 is I am completely, energized and fueled by Plexus morning, noon, and night between all of the products that we're taking. And I'm passionate about that. So identify, this is like talking points of, it's the beginning of the month. What is it about this company, these products, this compensation plan, this business model that you love? And when you show up in a space of love and gratitude and all of that, that is going to be magnetic. People are going to say, I don't know what Sarah's drinking, but I'll take 2. I don't know what Sarah's slinging with this whatever working from home thing, but I at least am curious enough to ask, because she is happy and motivated. And, I literally want to draw people to me, right? I heard once that we all walk around with either a plus sign or a negative sign just on like how we present ourselves. So I want you to think about, who do I know in my life that I'm like, nope, not today. I'm not going to talk to her. Like, she's got a negative all over her, and I would like to not have her steal my energy. Or who are those people that you are drawn to, and what is it about that person that draws you in? And be thinking about, what are some parts of my personality that might be something that I can just step into and say, this is what I love. This is what makes me unique, and we will draw people in. So successful people do what you love, love what you do. Um, Passion is contagious. Okay. Um, the second thing, if we want to be successful and attract successful people, we need to be doing those things that somebody says, oh, look, they're consistently showing up on social media. Oh, look, they're still doing that thing. Success leaves clues. So I want you guys to make sure and say, how am I showing up for me? And knowing that I am going to be doing what I need to be doing so that somebody looks at me and says, oh, look, they added 3 people and refreshed silver. Oh, look, they earned whatever. Oh, look, they helped somebody get started. Whatever that case might be, if we show up and start having our own wins and our own success, that is going to draw people to us. The third thing, which is the huge thing, which is the whole reason that we do this power hour together, is take action. Action attracts. People will say, she's a mover and a shaker, he's a mover and a shaker. I'm going with them because one, they know where they're going and their feet are doing the walking, right? They're showing up whether somebody asks them to or not. They are in the things, doing the things. So what does action look like? And if you want to drop some ideas in the chat, I am just going to give you something that I did today. It's Teacher Appreciation Week. For those of you with school-aged children, you get that great little email that says on Mondays we do the teacher's favorite drink, and on Tuesdays it's a sweet treat, and on Wednesdays it's a salty treat, like all that. Okay, that's just where we are, 7th grade. So I did get the teachers Starbucks gift cards because I know, like, in reality, they want to go get their whatever. But you better believe I went to Walmart and got $1 water bottles, right? And they all got a Slim Active Hydrate because that's my favorite drink. So I made teachers gifts with cute little stickers and cards. I made Hudson write all the cards. They get their Starbucks gift card, but then they also get, now, was this an investment? Yes, he has 7 teachers. But the water bottle's at $7, and then 1 Slim, 1 Active, 1 Hydrate. I'm willing to invest that and take action by getting this drink into 7 new hands, right? Okay, so ideas for taking action. I'll give you a non-Plexus example just because I'm so proud of my husband. You guys know he wrote an anesthesia book. It's in its 4th edition. It's on Amazon. He also wrote his first novel. Being self-published is very difficult, and getting the word out is even harder. And so marketing has been a little bit of a struggle. I've got my thoughts about marketing. He's got his own thoughts about marketing. For his taking action, it's amazing to me. He has been doing research about who likes baseball because it's about baseball, who likes the Cubs because it's got that in it, who went to Mississippi State because it's following a fictional Mississippi State player. Well, he found, and I'll just botch this totally. Anyway, it's this historic legendary coach that still does baseball calling for Mississippi State. It took him hours. He found an address for him, and he hand wrote, I know you don't like fiction. I know you don't have time to read. I'm sending you a personal signed copy to get this in your hand because I value you. I see that you're this. Like he presented all of the reasons why he think this would be an amazing read for him, complimented him, all of that, included a copy. I mailed it priority for him a few weeks ago. He got back a letter, and I could tell that the address had been done on a typewriter. And I was like, this is so cool. So I called my husband at work. I was like, I know this is to you, but can I open it? Because I think I know what it is. I opened it up. And so this legendary coach is 81 years old. He had hand typewritered a letter back to my husband, and you could see the whiteout areas and where he had backspaced and retyped the letters over it. And it literally said, you are correct. I don't read fiction, but because you took the time to send this to me and write a letter, I am going to take time to read this. And it was, I hope your family is well in Slidell. Like, you could tell it was a very heartfelt response. But as a news broadcaster, baseball calling sportscaster, 81-year-old legendary coach, that was taking action in an interesting marketing way for my husband to get his novel into the hands of somebody who potentially will love it and maybe tell people. I was like, I am so proud of you. I never would have thought about that. He also knew that this guy had a history of loving John Grisham. There's like this whole hometown roots, Mississippi vibe and the whole thing. And so he did the research on that. So when's the last time you researched your dream team member that you are hoping to join you, or your last three customers, and you found out a little bit about them? You got to know them. You helped them to feel seen and heard and appreciated and loved on. Taking action doesn't have to be, I'm going to go sign 12 people this month and max out the incentive. Now, would that be an amazing goal? Absolutely. Let's all shoot for the moon and fall in the stars, or however that cliche goes, right? But do something today and do something every day in May that is going to bring you forward in the taking action, things that you can be proud of. Okay. I want you to be thinking about, what do I need to do to take action? And that action attracts people. When people say, look, Kathy's going that way, she's pretty excited about where she's going, I think I want to go with her, right? We want to draw that into us. Okay, number 4, and I'm really, really big on this, and I'm going to brag on, I saw a post by Megan Malakovich, and I just loved it. You have to have a big vision. Your dream and your vision and you taking action, messy, imperfect action towards that huge thing, it's going to unlock the what if and what's possible for other people, right? So I saw a post either this morning or last night. Megan Malakovich is pushing for Emerald this month on her husband's account. So she's going to get, her and her husband are working together. And she had on an emerald green shirt. She had on an emerald green headband. She was standing in front of a huge whiteboard that she's moved out of her office and into her kitchen that says Emerald 1,500 pay points. And it was literally a whiteboard plan of action with the vision of, this is how this is going to happen. You have to first get out of the whole, well, I guess it would be nice if I could, give samples to one person this month. Like, what is your big, huge, scary, audacious, goal that you don't even really want to utter out loud because it sounds so crazy? You have to dream and believe that's possible, and then get into action and pursue that. I will never forget. And I think I'll have to go back and look. I think this is the month it would have been that I went Sapphire. I wanted to be Sapphire by convention, whatever, 10 or 11 years ago that was, 12 years ago. And so I bought the blue dress, hung the blue dress on my door in my office so that I looked at it every single day. I knew I'm going to be Sapphire. I'm going to be standing on stage with the Sapphire Award. Like, the vision was so clear and so strong. There was no, what if it doesn't happen? Like, that never entered the realm of possibility for me, ever. What is your vision? If you say, I don't have a vision, I don't know what I'm going for, today is the day that you're going to go for a 3-mile walk and just say, okay, me, myself, and I, like, why am I even showing up? Why am I doing this? Because if you don't know where you're going or what you want, there's not going to be anybody who says, yes, let's all go wander in the wilderness together. That's not a thing. Okay. I read a book called Mocked You with Your Hair on Fire by Richard Brooke, and the whole book was a workbook on big vision. I loved it. It really helped me expand what I thought was possible or what I was working towards. And I'm living a lot of that out now, and it's just, I'm so grateful. It's called Mocked You with Your Hair on Fire. I put a whole bunch of books away. I've had to pack them away. I'll see if I can find it and post it for you guys, but it's by Richard Brooke. It's amazing. Like, it's literally a fill in the blank type book. Okay. So have big vision. The size of your vision is who you will attract. Okay. And then the last thing, successful people will raise their own leadership lid when they realize, oh, yay. Good job, Kim. When they realize, hey, like, if we're talking in John Maxwell terms for the 5 levels of leadership, if I'm a level 2 leader, I'm going to attract level 1 leaders. If I'm a level 4 leader, I'm going to attract level 3 and level 4 leaders. So raising our own lid and capacity for what we know, everything. Well, John Maxwell says everything rises and falls on leadership, right? That's just something that rolls off my tongue because he says it so much. So if you were to do an assessment, like, How am I showing up? And if you have just one new customer, you are a leader. Congratulations. They trust you to coach you through whatever combo they ordered or whatever business plan that they're looking for. So if you feel like an imposter, if you're like, I'm not a leader, I don't know what to do, guess what? We live in 2025. There's a book about it. There's a podcast about it. There's a YouTube video about it. You have unlimited, my husband says this all the time to my kids. You have unlimited resources at your fingertips to help you raise your leadership lid. Maybe it's people skills. Maybe it's organizational skills. Maybe it's there. Maybe you don't like speaking in front of people. Guess what? The only way to get better about speaking in front of people is to speak in front of more people. I did it the hard way, like trial by fire. When Alec asked me to speak, oh gosh, in Dallas a gajillion years ago. What was that, 10 years ago? I had never spoken on a stage ever. I was like, sure, I'll go talk to my Plexus peeps. That sounds amazing. And I accidentally stumbled on this huge room that had like rows of screens because the hall was so far back. And somebody in Plexus was like, hey, are you here to do your sound check? I was like, no, I was just trying to figure out like where this main stage was. And she was like, actually, you're late for sound check. And I'll never forget going backstage and then them coming up on stage. And I was like, oh my gosh, what have I signed up for? And it never occurred to me that there was going to be 8,000 people out there listening to me. And I was like, well, ready or not, here we go. They, hooked the microphone on me and I went out there, and I'll tell you, I was terrified and I almost threw up. But when I stood stage center, took a deep breath, I was like, let's do this. And who knew? I loved it. And I was like, this is what I want to do and where I'm supposed to be. So don't overthink the, I'm not good enough. I don't know enough people. I don't have enough influence. I don't know how to talk to people. Do it scared. We all do things scared all the time. Raise your lid. Okay. That's what I got for you. So as far as taking action, I would love, love, love for all of us to kind of do a, what have I done? Did it work? Do more of that. And then for me, like if I were to say, okay, did I host a live event? Did I have a coffee meeting with new friends? All of these things that I keep saying I'm going to put on my calendar, I have not done yet. May is the month, right? May is the month. And then I think it's always a great idea to go back and audit. If somebody is scrolling on my social media, do I have a plus sign or a negative sign on the energy that I am putting out into the world? And I just have to tell you, as I'm saying that, I got to go delete a post from last week because I let people get the best of me and I made a little passive aggressive post. And I'm like, that's probably not something that I tried to frame it in a positive way, but nobody needs to see all that, right? So are you putting out amazing, passionate, wonderful, contagious energy vibes in social media? And you know what? It's not always going to be sunshine and roses. And I know a ton of people who are walking some really, really hard things. And when I read their posts, here's what it does to me. I'm like, you know what? I love that they shared vulnerably. I love that they shared in a place of trying to add value so that somebody doesn't feel alone in what they are walking through. There's a way to show up and peek behind the curtains of what's going on in somebody's life without one, either just putting it all out there, take it or leave it. Or, my husband says this all the time. It's not all unicorns and rainbows and roses. And I'm like, well, I know, but even if you're walking hard things, you can still have a plus sign on you. You can still add value as somebody who can be a friend and link arms with somebody or pray for somebody or whatever the case might be. So if that's you and you're like, you know what, I don't even know how to show up right now, show up in a way that's going to at least say, I feel seen or I feel heard, or at least there's somebody out there who understands, whatever this is that we're going through, and not spin it, but it can be presented in a way that does not feel negative or like it's taking somebody's energy, if that makes sense. Again, take it for what it's worth. This is just like a big note to self where we all get to be together on Monday morning. So to recap, you're going to do a social media audit. You're going to assess your own plus sign or negative sign. If you're feeling a big negative, like I don't have anything to give anybody, my cup is empty, Today is the day to go for a walk and vision cast and say, how can I fill my cup? What do I need to do to fill my soul? How can I get passionate about what I'm doing? Because if you do what you love what you do. And when you show up loving something, it is going to be magnetic. We are going to set our own personal goals. Team goals are great. And this is where you're like, you know what? Who's ranking up? Who's going for 6? Who's going for 12? That's great, but we're going to get into action first with leading well ourselves and where we're going and what we're doing, right? I'm not going to ever post 100 reach out challenge where I am not right in there doing the 100 reach outs too. And that's one of those things where making sure you're not in management mode. Have big vision, um, and then raising your leadership lid. Plan, do, review, adjust. And we will rock and roll through May. So go back and see if you need to, archive a few posts or what that might be, and then figure out what is it that you are excited about? What is it about this opportunity, company, ingredients, compensation plan? And then make a plan and write it down. Fill that calendar up. How am I going to take action in May? And go look at Megan Milakovich's post, because I don't know about you. I love all these countdowns where everybody's ranking up. We've got some new emerald, sapphires, diamonds, senior rubies, like, all over the company, and watching their countdowns, I was like, boom, that's what's possible. So there you go. We are going to get to work and work for the next 10 minutes together and then make a plan. Okay, friends, I hope this was helpful. I am super excited for May. Register convention, get to convention, be at convention. Oh, that's all I can say. Like, convention is where it's at for sure. Great to see you guys. You always motivate me to show up and let's get to work together, celebrate those wins and rock and roll. And I put some stuff in the messenger chat for you guys. See you guys. Talk to you later.